Hello and welcome to Anthropology 313D. This is Dog is My Co-Pilot, the enduring relationship between humans and canines. And in this brief welcome video, I just want to introduce you to the course and let you know how excited I am that you're here taking this class. This is a new course. It's very exciting. So I'm really thrilled that you've all signed up for it. So welcome, whether you've taken anthropology classes before or not. I'm hoping that you'll find this one interesting. So the primary thing I want to do for now is just to introduce you to our D2L page so that you know how to navigate it and you know where to find the materials that you'll need for this course. This is a 1 credit hour, 8-week online course. So much of what we're going to be doing, you're going to be using D2L for. We will, of course, you and I will be communicating both through videos like this one and through email and other kinds of ways. But for a lot of things, you're going to come to our D2L site. So I want to make sure that you understand where to go when you get there. So that's our goal for this brief video. So here we are on our D2L homepage for the course. And you'll see a few things here that are important. One is just a sort of introduction and overview of the course. So I give you a little bit of a sort of narrative introduction. And then the other thing you'll see is contact information. This is also repeated on the syllabus, which I will show you in a second, but it's also just a really quick way to see how you can get in touch with me, right? So if you just log in, right there on the homepage, you see my email address, you see my student hours, which are times when you can drop in to see me, either at my office or on Zoom, and the Zoom link is included here. So, again, this information is a few places in the course, but a real quick way to find it is right here on the homepage. Okay. I'm going to assume that many of you have used D2L before and are familiar with it, but whether you have or not, the important way to understand how you navigate through D2L is by using these tabs that run across the top, okay? So course home is where we are right now. The most important place on this website is the content tab. So if we go there, what you will see is basically the table of contents for the entire course. So this set of units down the side here is our sort of weekly content. So it includes the theme that we'll be discussing, the readings, films, lectures, etc. To get a good sense of the class, you can come and look through all of these units and see what's there. So if we start right at the top, this is where this video will go once I've completed filming it. This is the Start Here area. Either before or after you watch the welcome video, the other thing that will be important to do is to look at the syllabus. I'll show you that in a second. So once you've both watched this video and looked at the syllabus, you'll have a pretty good sense of how the course is organized and what you need to do in terms of next steps. And then the rest of these, again, are the sort of the subjects we'll be dealing with during this semester. So we're going to start off in week 1. I give you the dates and all the materials here, talking about interdisciplinary approaches to human-animal relationships. This is a cultural anthropology course, so we will primarily be looking in cultural anthropology, but we will be looking at a few other approaches as well. So it's really cultural anthropology with a good dose of interdisciplinarity. So we'll talk about many of those approaches in week 1. In week 2, we'll be looking at dog origins. So in addition to the cultural anthropology of dogs and humans and dog-human relationships, we'll also be looking into the sort of the past of that relationship, including the archaeology. In week 3, we'll move on to looking at dogs cross-culturally. So how people in different parts of the world think about and interact with dogs. We'll look comparatively at those. Week 4 will be when you will be working on the first essay for the course. You'll see too that in each of these units, I've linked to whatever assignments there are. The essay assignment, the handout for that assignment, you can link directly to that. The other place you can find assignments is under the Assignments tab. It's the same thing, it's just 2 ways to get to the same place. So going back to content then, after week 4, when you'll be working on the essay, in week 5, we'll talk about both the public management of animals and sort of the ethics around that management. So things like stray dogs and the facilities used to take care of stray dogs. So some of that sort of the policies and practices in modern society to deal with particularly unwanted animals. In week 6, we'll be looking at some examples of authors who have essentially written animal biographies, and we'll really think about what the ins and outs are of writing about dogs' lives in particular. And then in week 7, you'll be working on both the second essay and a project that will complete the course, which is really to write a dog biography of your own. We'll talk a lot more about these assignments as we move forward. And then in the final week of the course, this 8-week course, again, you'll be completing and posting your final assignments. So it's a fairly short course, as I say, 8 weeks, 1 credit hour, but I have a lot of interesting and I think exciting things for us to work on and read about and talk about. So I'm really looking forward to it. So again, course home content. There are discussions that we'll be doing. Again, they are linked also within those weekly units. But if you want to get a sense of the discussions, you can also just go to the discussions tab. And we've already talked about assignments. The grades tab is where you can look at the grade book. So sort of to keep a running track of how you're doing in the course. And if you need to contact me or anyone in the course, you can always use this class list and email tab. You're also welcome to just go ahead and email me directly. You have my email address. It's on, again, our homepage. So let's end by looking quickly at the syllabus, which includes all the information that I've already sort of alluded to. So this is sort of also an important place to go because you'll see all the material in one place and all the instructions that you'll need. So I'm not going to go through every single element of the syllabus. I'll let you do that on your own, which I do encourage you to do. But just to give you a sense of how it's organized, in addition to, again, sort of an overview, you get a list of all the assignments for the course. So that's important to bear in mind. And then you get the overall schedule that shows you, again, from week to week, what the materials are that you'll be watching and reading and what any assignments are. So you'll see here, for example, in week 1, what you'll be reading and the discussion that you'll be working on. Again, this is the same thing that's reproduced in the table of contents on D2L. But again, I think it's good to have it in a couple forms. So if if it's easier for you to think about it sort of week to week, you can go there. If you want to get the broad sort of trajectory of what the whole semester looks like, you can come to the syllabus. This is also a good place to come if you're sort of filling out your planner or your calendar and you want to start putting in due dates. You can come here and you can see where all those due dates are. So we've already talked about what the themes are. So again, this is just a sort of comprehensive document that lists everything you need to know for the course. Again, if you have questions, let me know. But I think starting with the intro video and the syllabus and then looking through the table of contents will put you in good stead. So, as I say, I'm excited about this course. It's a new class. I'm thrilled that you've all signed up for it. If you have any questions at all, either now, at the beginning of the semester, or any time along the course of our time together, please don't hesitate to reach out. Again, you can just email me with a question, or if you want to get together, you can either come to my student hours, right? Those are open hours. You don't need to make an appointment. You can just show up. Or if you aren't available at those times and you'd like to meet, please just send me an email and we can set up another time. So I'm always available by appointment as well. Really looking forward to our time together, and I hope you enjoy it as well. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.